Hey everyone, Bree and Ro here. You might be wondering, what are we doing on your screens? And we are here to bring you something that has never been talked about openly, but it impacts all of our lives. Now, Rosie, you've been in real estate for over 15 years, and I've been with you for over a decade. You've been trained by world's number one behavior experts like Chase Hughes, negotiation experts like Chris Voss, and influence and persuasion gods like Robert Cialdini. And that's what's brought so much success for us in real estate for over 15 years. And this is the one conversation that has always turned heads whenever we hold our monthly meetups or our training sessions. And, we wanted to continue to share and continue to grow our community because these golden frameworks apply everywhere. And they're really multidimensional, whether you're talking to your spouse or your child or negotiating for buyers and sellers, or maybe you're talking to a room full of people, they're all applicable.
They are, yeah. Thank you so much. I'm so glad we're doing this because we talked about it for quite some time. Sometimes we're looking for that perfect way, perfect segue, and I guess there is none except just doing it and then figuring out, okay, did it work or not, right? So I'm so glad we're doing it. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. If we're on your screen, it is our commitment that we're going to make best use of our next 3 to 4 minutes together. And our promise is that we're going to share some amazing influence frameworks in bite-sized pieces, right? And if you like what we shared, give us a little one liner so that we know it's working. And if you don't like it, give us a two-liner or a five-liner. We want to know either way. And so we're just going to start the conversation raw. And I think Bree is the best person to lead it because she learned it from a common person's perspective. And I think sometimes when we spend too much time in a room with experts and training all the time, it becomes blind to us on what is already known to us. Well, where someone is just beginning to learn about it. So I think Bree is going to bring that clean perspective of like very simple elementary thinking on what is this one basic thing when we talk about conversation and influence. So Bree, take it away. I will answer anything to best of my knowledge. Let's go.
Awesome. So I think the first thing that we should start with is, how do we capture someone's attention?
Okay. So one of the things when I do one-on-one coaching with my mentors and my coaches, one thing they have said is focus is the currency. To get somebody's attention in today's world is the hardest thing because people are hijacked by so many distractions and they're consumed by their own perspectives. So when we're getting somebody's attention, there are two ways to get somebody's attention, and we all have the same brains, right? And one thing that I want to reinforce before I give you these two ways is that our brains are millennia old. And the part of our brain that keeps us alive does not understand language. So to get somebody's attention with language is difficult. Now, how you said it, the tonality and the sound of it could be the reason why you're getting somebody's attention through linguistics. So there is a part of our brain called mammalian brain, which is a millennia old, and that's what kept us alive. So our brain makes decisions from the mammalian brain first, and that's where all the emotions live. So our mammalian brain is trained to scan for two things: threat and value. If something is danger, we pay attention to it right away. Like in the middle of the night, if you hear that sound in the garage, you're going to get up and say, what happened? I need to go make sure everything is safe. And if somebody's saying meaningful to you, somebody's saying something meaningful to you that you might find value in, then that is scanning for value. So our brains are trained to scan for these two things. So anytime you want to talk to someone, it is important to first grab their attention. And you can do it with two things. Number one, you can interrupt their pattern of thinking by simply saying, hey, let's just take a quick break and reset where we want to begin again. Because things go into autopilot very quickly. Anything that is repetitive, our brain wants to ignore it because we want to save our cognitive overload. The second thing is just to be different. We pause at things that are novel. So make sure that you're not sounding like everyone else because the brain is going to tune that out. So these are the two things to grab somebody's focus. I hope this was helpful. And it's under 5 minutes.
See you next week.
See you next week.
Bye.